A quick reaction to Barca versus Real Madrid friendly match.
Luis, this really was an entertaining affair, and unless you were told about it, you wouldn't even really think it was a pre-season tie.
No, not at all. The intensity, the aggressiveness, the way that the players approach the game, it looked like a professional game that they were going to play. They're playing for a trophy. And I don't think that Real Madrid fans should leave the stadium disappointed, because definitely Real Madrid had their chances. 5 posts that we saw during the game, and a lot of chances, a lot of great chances that they had. So they had the opportunity to get ahead into the game, but it was Barcelona who got their chances.
So let's pause here a little bit. This is important. 3-0, that's a huge. To be fair, any loss against Barca is big for Real Madrid. No Real Madrid fan wants to see a loss against Barca. Being said that, this is a friendly match. The purpose of a friendly match is to see what formation works for the team, which lineup is the best for the team. The ultimate goal here is to create a good chemistry between players, among different players. Also, if you know me, you know that I'm always angry if we lose against Barca. But today, that's not the case, just because it's a friendly. Also, I agree with Luis that even though this was a friendly, but there was high intensity, it felt like it is like a league game, or is a Champions League game.
Who was a little bit more clinical in the last year, and it was about minutes. First part of the first half it was Barcelona, first half or second half was Barcelona, but Real Madrid did work very well. I think they, even though that with the changes in the second half, lost a little bit the shape and the composure. That's why he received the second and the third goal. But definitely it was a very competitive game, very even. And it was Barcelona the one who got the result. But it was all about putting a good show for the supporters there in Dallas.
I do agree. If you see the overall picture, I'll say overall, Real was the better side. However, Barca was the team who got the job done. In first half, Real was the better side. In second half, Barca was the better side. We can say that. If we compare a statistical comparison between the teams, Real had more shots, Real has more shots on target, Real had more chance creation, but Barca had more goals.
A pace into Barcelona's play, because at the moment, they're playing very much on the counter-attack. When you saw the stats there, Real Madrid dominated possession, they dominated the chances, but it was Real Madrid that were more clinical in front of the goal.
I think Robo meant Barca was the team who were more clinical. In fact, we have to discuss this important topic that one thing Real Madrid lacked today is finishing. All the chance they created, they couldn't finish. Now, there are two big reasons why Real Madrid could not finish the chances they created today. First of all, Ter Stegen. He saved some crucial saves today. Second reason is lack of finishing. Real Madrid is missing a player, a leadership in the front like Karim Benzema. Since Benzema left, there's no one to take his role. Besides, the formation Real Madrid is playing is not ideal to score goals. 4 midfielders at midfield and 2 in the front, Vinicius and Rodrigo. Okay, first of all, Vinicius' best position is in the left side. We know that Vinicius is a player who loves to have the ball more often. If you want to have the best of Vinicius, he needs the ball. And to have the ball for Vinicius, he has to have a space. The only way you can have a space is to play him in the left, not in the middle. And today, in the first half, the way he was playing, he was kind of in the middle with Rodrigo. I think that's not ideal. Another drawback of this formation, especially the one Real Madrid played at first half, is too narrow. When it's too narrow, it's difficult to create chances. In football, you need space. In modern football, particularly, without space, you cannot create chances. In fact, most of the modern coach, what they do, they create a formation or lineup in a way that they can create space so that they can score goals. The only advantage of this narrow formation is that you are more cohesive defensively. In fact, when Real Madrid was playing at first half this formation, Barca could not create many chances just because of this narrow formation. Also, because we were playing so narrow, there was no attack from the right side. In football, you have to attack from both sides equally. Now, I understand that this formation is not permanent. This is like a friendly match. It's just to see how it works. But I don't see it's practical for Real Madrid. And in fact, if Mbappe joins, I don't see we are playing this formation.
Robbo, any concern? We talked about the fact that they need to replace Benzema and replace the goals that he brought. Is this any sort of a worry?
The fact they created chances is great. The fact that Vinicius Junior coming off that left-hand side in the second half and went past people and had chances to score is great. Rodrigo had chances. Joselu, when he came on, had chances. It only becomes a problem if it happens 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Suddenly there's a lack of confidence. Are we going to miss it? Are we going to take our chances? If they'd have taken their chance today, they were probably the better side. They'd have won the game quite comfortably.
I totally agree with Robo. If Real Madrid would have finished their chances, their score could be different. In fact, if Vini would not miss this penalty, their match could be different. Also, that brings us to who should take Real Madrid's penalty. Okay, in my opinion, the player who should take penalty is a player who have the best composure in front of the penalty. And Vini is not that player. In fact, in this squad, the best player who can take penalty, in my opinion, is Rodrigo. Now, in a friendly match, I don't care who takes penalty. That's understandable. Different player can take penalty. However, in real match, when we have to play competitive match, I don't think Vini is the best option. It has to be Rodrigo. And if Mbappe joins Real Madrid, it has to be Mbappe who is the first choice for penalty. Second choice would be Rodrigo. Third choice would be Modric, and so on. As Robo pointed out that if Real Madrid would have finished, Real Madrid would have win. In fact, how many times Real Madrid hit the woodwork today? 5 times. So overall, we should not be disappointed from our performance. Our performance was good, especially first half.
Agree, Luis. No need for Real Madrid fans to be concerned.
No, not at all. I think that Real Madrid put a very good performance today. They were unlucky on the chances that they had. They were not clinical. They are missing, of course, a centre forward who can be crucial right there into the box. Joselu had a very important chance on his head, and he missed it. And I think that we realize once again that Vinicius Junior, when he's at his best, is in that right side, in that left side. When he plays in that right side, and he can face players on 1v1 situation, he's a beast. You cannot stop him. He plays with a player in his back all the time. When he plays with those two strikers with Rodrigo, he struggled. He doesn't feel comfortable. And we saw in that second half when we saw the best of Vinicius.
So Luis Garcia is a journalist or pundit who doesn't like Real Madrid. When he talks positive about Real Madrid's performance, that means that's true, right? And I have to agree with him that there's no concern for Real Madrid from this performance. However, the concern is that we cannot play this formation. Anyway, despite the loss, I think there are a lot of positives for Real Madrid fans. There are also some negatives that I discussed, like certain formation would not work. For example, we could try, like when we played first half, we were playing narrow formation. I think we could also try like that same players, but a little bit wider formation, like Rodrigo in the forward as a center forward, and Vinicius in the left, and Fede in the right side, and Bellingham, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni in the middle. I think that could be interesting to see how would they play. Also, the important factor is that we are on the negotiation to buy Mbappe. If Mbappe joins Real Madrid, things will be different. We'll have different plan. We'll have different formation. And we'll be one of the most lethal team in this planet. Let me know, what did you think about our performance today?